Right, we are. This is DXB today. Hope you're enjoying the show, and I hope we are giving you a little bit of a heads up on all things property. I know you get asked about it every single day anyone that lives in this part of the world, how many times are you getting contacted at the moment by friends back home saying, where's the best place to move to? Who should I speak to, etc. Property is booming, but lest we forget, not just here in Dubai. Abu Dhabi market's booming, the Northern Emirates are booming at the moment. So let's do a bit of a compare and contrast, because which areas are the most appealing to new families moving to the UAE? A question answered a lot, or asked a lot. We've got Barnaby Crompton and Ben Crompton, who run the real estate companies in both Dubai and Abu Dhabi, here to help us find out, well, where your forever home is going to be. Gentlemen, thank you so much indeed. And this is an interesting one, yeah. Okay, we're DXB today. We're allowed to get a bit excited about all things Dubai, but lest we forget, you know, this is a country where other cities are very close by. Comparing the two markets at the moment, we've seen the Abu Dhabi property market booming in recent years, obviously following on suit from the early moves from Dubai. How do you are there different needs in the two separate Emirates? Who does Abu Dhabi and who does Ben's Abu Dhabi? All right.
So I do Abu Dhabi. So yeah, I'll start off. I mean, they are two very different cities, you know, and they've always been compared and contrasted. Dubai, you know, a bit younger, kind of more faster moving, a bit more vibrant and crowded, as lots of Dubai people are talking about. Abu Dhabi, a bit kind of more mature, a bit slower. You know, a bit the families are a little bit older, you know, and so they are very different markets, and you know, they require different real estate needs.
The pace of life in Abu Dhabi is certainly not keeping pace with the pace of Dubai. I often liken Dubai to being the younger brother, and Abu Dhabi being the older brother.
Right? Works perfectly.
But does that relate into property scope, size, scale as well? Are people looking for, or is that just the same across the board at the moment in terms of demands for apartments, villas, and otherwise?
I mean, in Abu Dhabi, we've got actually apartments have gone up a lot in this last year, more so than villas, which is a bit unusual because we see ourselves more of a kind of a family-oriented. We have a family-oriented Emirates. We have less kind of like young, you know, people straight out of university. We have slightly older, you know, or more mature family grouping. So we'd expect to see more townhouses and villas going up, but still apartments are doing great. So it is very broad-based in Abu Dhabi, the same as it's been in Dubai.
Yeah, I mean, in Dubai, we see a lot more younger people moving here and deciding to make the Emirate their home. But like myself, I've been here for 18 years. I lived in an apartment when my girlfriend then, wife now, and we lived in an apartment, but we've been here for such a long time. We've had 2 kids, a family, and you just automatically gravitate towards a house. So as our average age of Dubai resident gets older, people, you know, they move out to the burbs and buy themselves houses. So there's a good churn. There's a good churn.
Yeah. So, you know, you guys are dealing with Dubai and Abu Dhabi, both markets. What are the certain challenges that you face the most from consumers, or like that one question that you guys are like, again, this question?
I mean, I think from my perspective, it's being able to find people what they want in the budget that they have. I mean, that's an issue as old as time, right? You know, everybody wants to squeeze absolutely every last penny to the nth degree. So, I mean, from our perspective, you know, it's just marrying the location versus amenities.
Yeah, and for us, for us particularly, people are looking at like where the best place to buy is for an investment. You know, where it's going to appreciate the most. You know, investors, they've got money, they want to put it where it's going to grow the most, and you know, we try and get out our crystal ball as much as we can, use figures as much as we can, but
it is a mindset in the UAE that nobody buys a home. People always buy an asset.
Yeah,
in the UK, people buy a home, and you know, if it goes up and it goes down in value, nobody really cares. In Dubai, the UAE, the mindset is, I need to make money out of this, whether it's my house or not.
It's true.
Yeah. So when it comes to the city planning as well, how much influence does that have? Do you know, obviously the road system is completely different in Dubai than Abu Dhabi as well. But that question that is always asked is, what specific areas are the best? At the moment, people are talking about the ranches, and because they're doing a new metro system, and it's going to be booming soon. So, do you have a good strong point on the city planning and the development for the future?
If you're talking about Abu Dhabi, so Abu Dhabi's been quite strategic in terms of designating certain areas for different kind of styles. So Saadiyat's always been kind of like the beach, and also now you've got the museum district. You've got then Yas Island, which is entertainment district. Hudayriyat Island's now supposed to be the sports district. So it's really kind of trying to give different areas, different sort of themes, but also trying to maintain, there's been some fantastic, like Harrow School's been announced in Gordonston, trying to give, that educational aspect to it as well, making sure that each area, is as self-contained as possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's no fun being a developer right now because everybody needs a USP, right? And the USPs have largely been spread across the whole emirate. You have sports cities, you have Arabian ranches for the horse racing, you have Athlon, I think it is.
Sports,
these and Ava. Oh no, not Ava. There's a Aiwa, which is a building in Business Bay, which is solely dedicated to health and well-being. If you're a developer trying to get into the market here, what's your USP?
Well, I have to ask you that because I think it's so overwhelming for first-time buyers as well. There is so much choice out there that you actually don't know where to begin, and in turn what you end up doing is probably not getting anywhere. So how can you advise people on what they need to internally think about, potentially even do, I don't know, a quiz or some questions that they need to ask themselves to understand what their priorities are when it comes to buying?
Yeah, I mean, I think if I could field this, bro, one of the most important things, and when I was an estate agent back in the UK 20-something years ago, one of the most important things we have to do is to vet a client and help them understand what they want. So if you write a list and you keep your list to 15 points, and you have, my must-haves, my like-to-haves, and my I don't care about. You build your property search under that, and it's pretty easy once you understand exactly what your non-negotiables are, where you need to be.
How excited are both of you when it comes to the future of real estate in UAE? With all the other Emirates also growing, coming out with projects, what's your take on that? How excited you all are?
I mean, real estate
Never
agents,
a dull day.
real estate agents are always trying to sell their own book, but obviously, there are some really fantastic projects coming out, and I think UAE is at the forefront of pushing, those kind of things, but also bringing, other stuff here. So we have, Shah Wellness coming into Abu Dhabi, into Al Juf. That's like based on longevity. They're, who doesn't want to live a little bit longer? We have Fahd Island, in Abu Dhabi, which is again based on wellness. Those are some big, drivers at the moment. And, we look around the world and, those things aren't replicated anywhere we can see them. We've got so much room here to do these new things and bring these great projects here. There's so much going on.
I think it's hard not to be excited when everybody else in the whole world is so excited about what we're doing here, right? It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
But to that end, and I mean, one of the questions we get asked, and I'm sure you get asked on a daily basis, where should I move to? Where's the best place for me to live? But market as well. And I've asked everyone, so I might as well ask you guys as well, your reading of the market. Because you're from the UK, there will be mates back there who tell us, come on, it can't last forever, surely it's going to come to an end. But we've seen the momentum continue. How are you reading 26 and beyond? Let's start in Abu Dhabi.
So Abu Dhabi, we had a great 2025. Latest report from Redefining, the last 12 months, the market went up 33%. Absolutely massive. Different reports coming out with different numbers, but that was the last one. And we're actually quite a long way behind Dubai in terms of growth. Same report said we're about 55% up from 2020. Dubai is about 90% up from 2020. So we still think we've got quite a lot of headroom in Abu Dhabi. Even to reach where Dubai is now. So we're very positive. Lots of people coming in. Not a lot of supply.
I mean, I think we are living in turbulent times. Not from a global perspective. I always liken the UAE to the Switzerland of the Middle East, right? We remain partisan, and it is a safe haven, and it used to be a safe haven for sort of the Gulf region, and now it's becoming a safe haven for the rest of the world. And as long as people can come and feel comfortable and feel safe, our population will grow, and so should the market.
Can I give my statistic just quickly?
Yes.
Stato. Recent
Stato.
UBS report said that only this year Dubai, adjusted for inflation, had reached the peaks of 2014. So if you're looking at it, progressing beyond that, I think Dubai's got some headroom as well.
Well, good news is the Crompton brothers have got, in fact, got one Crompton in Abu Dhabi, there's 5 more Emirates. Are there any more Cromptons?
There's 5 Cromptons.
But
our sisters are all way too old for this game. This is
Just waiting for the kids to grow up there.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us,
Thank you very
and
much
looking
for
forward to
having us.
having you back very, very soon.
Anytime.
Lane, I mean, over to you, DXB in 60.
Is it about that time, is it? Oh, I don't know if you know this is going to happen, but it's going to happen. We're going to quiz you. We're going to give you 60 seconds. It's all about you, so it's fine. It's no problem. 60 seconds on the clock, please, everybody. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. So, true or false? Most people think construction is all hard hats and no hard.
False.
Complete the sentence. When I think of major projects in the Middle East, the first word that comes to mind is?
The giga projects in Saudi.
Okay, quick fire. What's the biggest trend in construction right now? A, sustainability, robotics and automation, or C, smart cities?
Sustainability.
If you weren't in construction media, you would probably be
A luxury marketeer.
I can see that, most sure. One word that defines the future of construction.
Resilience.
Sustainability, real shift or fashionable luggage?
Real shift.
Okay, good. One thing global readers misunderstood about the Middle East construction.
That projects don't ever come to life.
Wonderful. Time's up, but one more question. What does Dubai get right that others just don't?
That we deliver what we promise.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. As always. Pass. You can come back.
Yes.
For another edition. Vivek, can't thank you enough. Thanks for everything that you do for the industry, keeping us informed throughout. So big thanks for joining us, our guest co-host.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
And a big thanks to the Crompton Bros as well. Keep
Thanks
up
for
the good
having
work,
us.
fellas. Thank you so much
Thank
indeed.
you.